Hello friends, good morning. Welcome to our chemistry class. Today we are going to discuss the continuation of F block elements. Before going to start our class, let me ask one question on previous part friends. Now I will tell you a statement, just comment that whether the statement is correct or wrong. Okay friends, are you ready? Yes, let me read the statement. Okay. The 4f orbitals participate directly in bonding because they are not deeply buried and not shielded. Okay, let me read this statement once more. Okay, the 4f orbitals participate directly in bonding because they are not deeply buried and they are not well shielded. Just comment friends whether the statement read by me is whether true or false or correct or wrong. Okay, hope you understood the question friends. Okay friends, let us enter into our today's topic friends. Today I am going to discuss about analogous behavior of cerium. Okay, analogous behavior of cerium means cerium, this cerium can exhibit some analogous or the anomalous behavior. Let's discuss about this properties which are analogous. Okay, okay friends, first point, cerium plus 4 is a good oxidizing agent as it is reduced to cerium plus 3 easily. Okay, see here cerium in plus 4 oxidation state, it is a good oxidizing agent. See here we are telling that cerium plus 4 is good oxidizing agent, means if this particular, okay, this particular element reduces, means here it itself is getting reduced to cerium plus 3. Here itself it is reducing, means it oxidizes the others, so that we can say that it is a good oxidizing agent because here it itself is reduced to cerium plus 3 easily. Okay, next, it can oxidizes water also. Okay, this cerium plus 4, okay, oxidizes water also but very slowly. Okay, it can oxidize water but very slowly. Okay, next, hence cerium 4 can be used as a good analytical reagent in aqueous medium. Okay, as cerium plus 4 is a good oxidizing agent and it oxidizes the water, this cerium 4 can be used as a good analytical reagent in aqueous medium. Okay, next, second point, see cerium plus 4 is a good oxidizing agent, whereas this europium in plus 2 state is a reductant. Okay, that means it is a reducing agent. See here we are telling that this particular element acts as a reducing agent, that means it itself oxidizes. Okay, if a particular element oxidizes itself and reduces others, then we can say that that element has a reducing property. Similarly here this europium plus 2 is a reductant or reducing agent, that means here itself oxidizes to europium plus 3. Okay, and this plus 3 is the common oxidation state of lanthanoids, we know that. Okay, next, third point, see lanthanum in plus 3 state, cerium in plus 4 state, so both these have no electrons in f orbital, so 4f0. Similarly ytterbium in plus 2 and lutetium in plus 3. Okay, these two have 14 electrons in f orbital. Okay, in all these cases, means in both of these cases color is absent. Okay, and it is said to be diamagnetic because here unpaired electrons are absent, so we can say that these can exhibit diamagnetic nature. Okay, next, lanthanoids exhibit plus 3 oxidation state commonly, we know that. Okay, common oxidation state exhibited by the lanthanoids is plus 3 because first three ionization enthalpies are small. Okay, see, if we observe the ionization enthalpies or ionization energies of the lanthanoids, they seems to be so small. So first three ionization enthalpies are smaller. They have given this as a reason, friends. Okay, hope you understood. See, lanthanoids exhibit +3 oxidation state commonly because first three ionization enthalpies are small. Okay, next, both cerium and europium can be easily separated from rest of the lanthanoids due to their different chemical behavior. Okay, see, from the lanthanoids, this cerium and europium can be easily separated, means it is very easy. Okay, it is very easy to separate cerium and europium from the rest of the lanthanoids because the chemical behavior of cerium and europium are quite different, so that we can easily separate cerium and europium from rest of the lanthanoids. Okay, next, cerium +3 easily oxidized to cerium +4. Just tell me, here this cerium +3 is getting oxidized to cerium +4. That means here it may reduces others. So we can call this as a reducing agent. Already we discussed at this point, right? Yeah. See, cerium +3 easily oxidized to cerium +4 ion. Okay, and this cerium +4 ion is less basic than other lanthanoids. Okay, undergoes hydrolysis easily. Okay, here cerium +3 is oxidized to cerium +4 ion, and this cerium +4 ion is means it has a less basic nature when compared to other lanthanoids which are in +3 stage. Okay, and they undergo hydrolysis easily. Okay, next, see, cerium +3 is oxidized by KMnO4 or bleaching powder. Okay, this cerium +3 is oxidized. Okay, already we discussed that here it is oxidized to cerium +4. No, so here the oxidizing agent, or we can say that cerium +3 is oxidized by KMnO4, that is potassium permanganate or bleaching powder. Can you try to tell the chemical formula of bleaching powder, friends? Okay, just try. Okay, and if you know, try to comment in the comment box. Okay, just remember one thing here, cerium +3 is oxidized by KMnO4 or bleaching powder to cerium +4. Okay, and which can be precipitated as basic salt or hydroxide. Okay, this cerium +3 after getting oxidized to cerium +4 with the help of KMnO4 or bleaching powder, it can be, means this one can be precipitated as basic salt or hydroxide. Okay, basic salt or hydroxide. Next, see, ytterbium oxide sulfide activated with europium is used as a red phosphor in color cathode ray tubes. Okay, see, means here we are using this europium. Europium is a lanthanoid. Okay, whenever this particular compound, okay, whenever this particular compound is activated with europium, okay, it becomes activated with the help of europium. Okay, whenever it become activated, then it can be used as the red phosphor in color cathode ray tubes. Okay, next, note friends, see, just now I said that it can be used as a red phosphor. Okay, what is phosphor? Means a phosphor is a substance that exhibits the phenomenon of phosphorence. Okay, okay, a substance which exhibits the phenomenon of phosphorence is said to be phosphor. So, yttrium oxide sulfide after activation or whenever it get activated with the help of europium can be used as a red phosphor in color CRTS. Okay, next, a phosphor is a substance that exhibits the phenomenon of phosphorescence. Okay friends, I hope you understood the anomalous behavior of cerium or analogous behavior of cerium. Hope you understood friends. Thank you.